So as we're beginning today, we want to look at where we are at and have clarity on it. And I also want you to see why you might be overwhelmed. This exercise is called the circle of focus. If you're not already at it, I want you to either open to this page in your workbook, or you can do like me and we can kick it old school and just get a piece of paper and a pen out. On your page, I want you to draw 3 circles like this. On your first circle, I want you to write the word tech. Now, in the past 12 months, I want you to think about all the different tech platforms you have either tried to learn, that you have on your list to learn, or maybe that you have learned. Start to list them out. Maybe it was webinar software. Maybe it's email software. Maybe it's sales funnel software or websites. Or start to think about all the different tech platforms, podcasting software that you have on your list. And bonus points if you can write a dollar amount per month or per year that they would cost you. Do this exercise. I swear it's going to help you in so many ways. Complexity equals the enemy of execution. The more that you have on your to-do list and the more complicated it is, the more unsustainable it is over a long period of time. And here's the thing that I have learned after working with hundreds of different people is the more overwhelmed you are, the more likely you are to procrastinate. This is our tech. If you need to, you can pause and keep writing. I want you to get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper. The next one that we look at is our offers. Now, these are free and paid, and they are started, completed, and ditched. So how many different types of offers and lead magnets have you tried to create over the past 12 months, either finished or ditched or on your list to create? Thinking about like group programs and challenges and webinars and ebooks and PDFs and group programs and done for you services. Get them all down on your piece of paper, and bonus points if you know how much money they actually made you. The final one is marketing or promotions that you need to do if you want to have hit 6 figures or be financially free. I want you to think in the past 12 months, how many different methods have you tried in order to promote the offers here? It might be you've tried Facebook, you've tried TikTok, you've tried LinkedIn. You tried Pinterest, you've tried Instagram, you've tried starting a podcast, you've tried guesting, you've tried emailing, all of the different promotion methods. And once again, if you can put a dollar amount they have made you, bonus points. So as you can see with this exercise, you're not a procrastinator, you're not lazy. Hopefully this has helped you to see that most likely you are just overwhelmed. Here's the truth. Trying to do all of these different things, there's a cost to them. There's a time cost trying to learn them. There's a money cost in paying for all of this different stuff. And there's an headspace and energy cost. I want you to just think about for a second, if you're in the workbook, you will see there's questions there. I want you to stop and think about for a second, pause this video. How much time have you spent in do-it-yourself videos and YouTube trying to figure out how to run the tech, or trying to figure out what components you need to have in the offer to make it convert, or figure out all of the different types of marketing platforms and getting them running for you? How much money has it cost you in the past 12 months? How much have you made as a result of all of these costs? Are you a profitable business, like you're in front, or are you 100% behind? And I want you to think about this in the final one, and this is the most important one because it's the one that stops you, and that is your headspace in your energy. How many times over the past 12 months have you felt overwhelmed, not smart enough, not good enough, like a failure because you can't keep up with all of these different things? I want you to understand that it's not your fault, because a lot of the people that are teaching us, they have big teams. They don't know what it's like to build in ClickFunnels or Kajabi, for instance, right? They don't have to worry about the cost of anything. They give you a course and they expect you to figure it out. Here's the thing, if you don't have the team or you're not experienced in that area, you end up confused and overwhelmed. Social sellers are really big on saying no to overwhelm and more. We understand that our headspace and our energy is the biggest priority to us. Here's what a lot of people's tech looks like when they come to me. They have all of these different platforms and systems and things that they're trying to learn, Who thinks that this makes you feel untech savvy when you have so much to learn and so much to do on your list? And a lot of these are not the highest income producing activities. Then when people come to me, they have lead magnet after lead magnet, they have program, and like they're so overwhelmed with the number of offers they have because some of them are launching offer after offer. And here's the thing, when you're launching something new, you're not tweaking it and increasing the conversions like what we will talk about in the workshop. And lastly, they're trying to promote in too many different ways and they're stretched so thin that they're not doing any of the platforms well. I want you to think for a second. If you had 10 hours a week to do your marketing, so you decided 10 hours a week is how much you're going to spend on marketing, which is roughly 2 hours a day for 5 days a week. That means that if you were doing everything in this circle, you literally would have 6.25% focus on everything. And that's if it was evenly split, right? Now, that means each type of promotion method is getting 37.5 minutes. Let me tell you, it is impossible to build an organic social media following on any platform, make real connections with just 37.5 hours a week. Now, that's not taking into effect that so many people are actually just scrolling on social media because they're overwhelmed and they don't have systems and strategies on what to do on there. We got one of two things. We must either increase the time that we're marketing, or we need to simplify and focus on the highest income producing activities. Here's the hard truth. The more that you try to do, the more you will struggle with results, okay? Simplicity in your tech, simplicity in your offers, simplicity in your marketing helps you to earn more and allows you to work less hours. One of the things that I hear you saying is, but Faith, if I'm not everywhere, I'm missing out. Or Faith, if I don't have all these offers, I'm missing out on income producing activities. I love what Ed said. He talked about how most people who got wealthy doing one thing insanely well. So let's have a listen to Ed.
Millionaires have multiple streams of income. That's a fact that's not true. Most millionaires got wealthy by building one dream first. And then when they got there, they diversified. In business, if you're doing 5 businesses and I'm getting great at one, you're going to have a hard time competing against me in that one because I'm obsessed, I'm all in, I'm after it, I'm crushing that one thing, and you're really spreading yourself very thin over here.
That's the truth, isn't it? So many people are spreading themselves too thin. And here's the problem. Not only are you spreading yourself too thin, but have you ever tried to cut a pie into too many pieces? So if we think about our circles for a second, and I want you to think about putting all of these different things into a pie, what would your pie look like? Would your pie look like this pie here, where it's been cut into too many pieces? And what's happening as a result is you have mushy pie syndrome. And you don't only have mushy pie syndrome for you, the business owner, you have mushy pie syndrome for your leads. When they come to your social media platform, they're overwhelmed. You've got a lead magnet, then you've got a masterclass, and then you got a webinar, and then you got a workshop, and then you got a challenge, and they don't know where to start with you. And as a result, quite often they don't start. So this is where we need to start to simplify and start to bring down the number of activities, because this is the truth. Successful people make decisions quickly as soon as the facts are available and change them very slowly, if ever. Unsuccessful people make decisions very slowly and change them often and quickly. And this is sadly what I see happening a lot for business owners. They start with an offer and then they cancel it and they go on to the next thing because it didn't work the first time. They haven't gained mastery in it and they haven't given it the time to get traction. But here's the honest truth. Simplicity scales, complexity fails, especially when it's just you in your business. The more that you have on your to-do list, the more likely you are to procrastinate as you're overwhelmed. You don't know where to start. Plus, you are overwhelming your social media leads, and as a result, they leave faster and they buy less. So now that you've looked at this, I hope you've understood that it's not actually you, but what we need to do is, when it's just you in your business, we need to streamline and simplify it, and that's what we're going to get into next.